For internal combustion models, the term naked aka standard motorcycle stands for an exposed engine. For e-bikes, this simply means the lack of fairing and maybe a visible battery pack. Since this class is likely the world's most popular kind of two-wheelers, the domination of nakeds is likely to continue. As proof, in this video we'll show you the newest electric motorcycles within this family with the models from the 2022 and beyond. So subscribe to Automotive Territory, ring the bell, and enjoy the ride! Triumph TE1. The story of this electric bike project began back in May 2019. Joint efforts of Triumph itself, Williams Advanced Engineering, Integral Powertrain, Warwick University WMG Department, and Innovate UK with the funding from the two British government agencies. In almost 3 years, the project has completed 3 development stages and has now been revealed in its pre-production guise. The bike features an all-new chassis with a single-sided swing arm, Öhlins USD cartridge forks, unique prototype RSU shock from the same brand, and Triumph-designed wheels with Brembo M50 monoblock calipers. Its powertrain combines the efforts of a WAE battery, a scalable integrated inverter, and a combined motor with a silicon carbide switching technology, both by Integral Powertrains. Preliminary numbers suggest 107 horses of continuous power and 174 peak. By the end of the summer of 2022, Triumph plans to finish the real-world testing of the prototype and by the next year reveal the final version of the bike with the updated bodywork and exterior colors. Livewire 1. After a somewhat failed attempt to disrupt the motorcycle market with its first electric model, Harley-Davidson chose to take a humbler approach. Instead of marketing the bike under their own name, Americans established a separate Livewire brand and dropped the price by $8,000. Luckily, this price decrease does not mean any noticeable degradation in specifications. The one has a permanent magnet revelation motor paired with a 15.4 kWh battery. Its peak output reaches 105 horses and 86 pound-feet. The pack stores 146 miles of urban travel, 95 miles in the combined cycle, and supports 1-hour fast DC charging. Expectedly, the bike gets the world-class Showa suspension with the SFF BP front fork and BFRC rear monoshock, and just as impressive Brembo braking system with the ABS and 6-axis IMU with traction control. Lastly, the 4.3-inch onboard infotainment has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. Damon HyperFighter. Originally, the Canadian Damon motorcycles came up with a fully faired Hypersport, and this is basically its stripped-down version. The first 100 units of the bike will be produced in the most capable Colossus trim. The model's proprietary hyperdrive powertrain is located at the heart of the monocoque chassis in the form of an integrated unit that incorporates a battery, a motor, and control electronics. The motorcycle boasts a 200 horsepower liquid-cooled electric motor juiced by a 20 kWh battery pack. This combination allows for 140 miles of range and the top speed of 170 miles per hour. Corresponding to its flagship status, the Colossus is equipped with the high-end carbon fiber wheels, Öhlins suspension and Brembo brakes, as well as some in-house built tech like the co-pilot system. Later in the production cycle, the company promises to add a mid-range HyperFighter Unlimited 20 with the same drivetrain and a less powerful Unlimited 15 with a 15 kWh battery. Zero SR and SRF. Given that Zero Motorcycles is the most well-established manufacturer of electric bikes, their family of naked motorcycles probably has the best price-to-specifications ratio. The most important upgrade of 2022 is the introduction of the new Z-Force 7510 motor with the enhanced thermal efficiency. For the SR and SRF modifications, it effortlessly makes 74 or 110 horsepower and 122 or 140 pound-feet of torque, respectively. Next up is the revised selection of battery modules. The ZF 14.4 Plus is the new standard pack with 118 miles in the combined cycle. But if one goes for the premium spec version with a Cypher Store upgrades and a power tank, the range extends to 172 miles. As usual, Zero installs only the premium components like Showa suspension, Bosch Advanced Stability Control, J-Huan brakes, and a dashboard with the advanced Cypher 3 operating system and turn-by-turn navigation. Energica Eva EsseEsse9 Plus. Positioned as a base model in the Italian brand's range, the EsseEsse9 Plus offers a more casual riding experience and is more suitable for the everyday riding. The key difference between this Energica and its siblings is a more upright riding position and less aggressive but yet sporty bodywork with the angular fairings and a claw-shaped front fender. This e-bike is propelled by the in-house developed EMCE powertrain. Here, the electric motor and inverter share a liquid cooling system, which helps to boost thermal efficiency. The system output is rated at 109 horsepower and 149 pound-feet of torque, while the newly standard 21.5 kWh battery should last up to 260 miles of range depending on the riding cycle. As with all the other models, the EsseEsse9 Plus gets 3 charging options, including the DC fast charging, which replenishes the cells at a rate of nearly 250 miles per hour. Times have changed, but the easiest and best way to support our channel is still to smash the like button and watch this video till the end. Thanks for your backing, and let's proceed. Verge TS. After years of development, company rebranding, and a couple more years, the hubless TS from the Finland-based Verge is almost here. Available for pre-order at a symbolical fee of 100 euros, the model offers 5 attractive exterior colors combined with black panels and a black seat. The bike's suspension is sourced from Öhlins, the wheels come from BST, and the brakes are Brembo's. As expected, its drivetrain features the previously hyped rim-integrated motor that peaks at 107 horsepower. The torque measures 737 pound-feet at the rear wheel, promising rapid acceleration to 16 mph in under 4 seconds. The maximum speed of the model reaches 112 miles per hour, while the range heavily depends on your riding style and conditions, ranging from 186 miles in the city and 120 miles zooming the highways. At a public DC station, you can replenish 60 miles in just 15 minutes, while using an AC charger, full battery is achieved in 4.5. Horwin CR6 and CR6 Pro. This is the first in-house built model from the Austrian Horwin that has been previously known for importing Chinese scooters and bikes. The model sits on an aluminum magnesium alloy frame and rides on 17-inch wheels fitted with perforated disc brakes. It also has classic styling with a single round LED headlight, flatbed seat, and a round LCD display. When it comes to performance, the CR6 can be compared to a 125cc internal combustion bike. It gets 2 modifications, Base and Pro, that mostly differ in drivetrain capability. The base model is motivated by an 8 HP motor capable of producing 59 mph speeds and a 3.8 kWh battery with 74 miles. The Pro gets a 14 horsepower unit paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox and juiced by a 4.3 kWh pack. It can cover 88 miles, speeds to 69 mph, and sprints to 37 miles per hour from a standstill in 6 seconds. Ovaobike MCR Series. The Taiwanese Autobike group presented their MCR series of electric motorcycles all the way back in 2017 at the Milan show. But in 2022, the production model of the mini city racer will be delivered to the market under a newly established Ovaobike brand, and as expected, it will be offered in 3 configurations. The MCR-H is the basic variant with a 12 horsepower and hub rear motor, but the MCR-M and MCR-S bikes feature a mid-mounted motor with a belt drive. The setup has more impressive 23 and 30 horsepower outputs, plus doubles the range to 140 miles on a charge. Moreover, the upper market MCRs also attract attention by their generous list of equipment, including a TFT dashboard, Brembo brakes, a fully adjustable suspension, and a light sensor headlight. Every model has 4 riding modes: Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Turbo. The latter allows to briefly increase the top speed to 66, 81, and 94 miles per hour respectively. KYMCO Revo NEX. Given that the Taiwanese KYMCO promised to deliver their first electric motorcycle by the 2021 model year, we can carefully assume that the arrival of the Revo NEX should be imminent. This model will be produced in Italy and shall take advantage of the revolutionary electric architecture. The E-Naked gets a specially calibrated electric motor that ensures instant response and continuous power delivery. It is actually linked to a 6-speed gearbox that allows the rider to feel fully connected with the bike. The riding experience is further enhanced by the new active acoustic tech that gives the silent electric motor a voice. Other standard equipment includes Allen suspension, Brembo brakes, and a suite of riding assists that includes ABS, traction control, and rear wheel lift mitigation. At this point, little is known about the Revo NEX specifications, except for the top speed of 127 miles per hour and 0 to 60 acceleration that takes 3.9 seconds. Evoke Urban Classic. To keep in step with the direct competitors, Evoke addresses the weakest side of its Urban series. For 2022, the Urban Classic obtains a new high-density air-cooled 10 kWh battery pack, which not only gains 30% more capacity, but also becomes lighter and better protected from vibration and overcharge. The estimated range increases significantly as the Chinese manufacturer promises over 150 miles covered in urban environment and nearly 110 miles on the motorway. The source of propulsion is a 27 horsepower hub motor, which comes with the upgraded power controller and generates the maximum torque of 86 pound-feet. Being one of the most affordable offerings in the segment, the Urban Classic features 17-inch wheels, front and rear hydraulic disc brakes, 3 riding modes, Bluetooth Wi-Fi connectivity, and a 3.3 kWh onboard charger. The latter will juice the battery to 80% from AC public stations in 60 minutes. Husqvarna E-Pilen. Husqvarna chose not to storm the market of electric bikes, but rather began a slow ascension from the smallest class. The E-Pilen will likely get similar dimensions as the Svartpilen internal combustion line, while its technical specifications will be comparable to a 125cc model. Namely, its mid-mounted electric motor will make 10 horsepower, while the 60 miles range, swappable battery, and a small size would make it ideal for city commuting. How do you like the upcoming naked electric motorbikes? Can they become the worthy substitutes for the internal combustion models? I'll be waiting for you in the comment section to have a constructive discussion. Mention your favorite models, like this video, and subscribe to Automotive Territory to support our cause. As always, more content is on the screen. May the torque be with you, and glory to Ukraine!